It's 4 a.m. My alarm has been set to wake me up at this time, and because I've done this consistently, I'm talking since school, I sometimes wake up naturally before it even goes off. There's something magical about those quiet early hours when the world is still asleep and everything feels possible. The first thing I do most of the time is take a deep breath and then I turn it off. I go ahead to switch on the lights and say a word of prayer, beginning with prayer means I take a few moments to center myself and set my intention for the day. Because I am now becoming very intentional about my daily step count, I put on my wristwatch at this time. Some days, waking up this early feels impossible. But on days when I'm able to push through, I journal and prepare my to do list for the day or the week, depending on what I need at the moment. Even though I didn't film that today, that is usually what I do. I'll be honest with you, sometimes I forget to journal, sometimes I don't even know what to journal. But because we are getting into a routine, I want this to become a habit. Getting ready for the gym is always satisfying for me. It mentally prepares me to take on the rest of the day. And because I am trying to be as fit as possible, I have a workout split of 5 days. Normally, I leave the house by 5:45 a.m., but it's a rainy morning, so I had to wait for the weather to ease up a bit before heading out. Before leaving, I pack my essentials in my gym bag, my water, my gym gloves, a towel, and sometimes my playlist for motivation. Everything has to be in place just the way I like it. Having a clear plan for me sets the tone for a productive day. Now it's time to move. I start with a warm up by joining the app class at my gym, loosening my muscles and awakening my energy. Then it's time for a more focused ab workout. It burns, but in a way that reminds me of my strength. I must confess, I have not been mentally okay this period, and working out is just something I need. On weekends, when I have more time, I usually join two classes. Each class lasts for 1 hour. So joining two means staying 2 hours in two classes. Each jump, each stretch feels like I'm shaking off every worry and every weight I have been carrying. Next, I walk on the Stairmaster. I push through the fatigue and my body rise with every step, but at this time I go at my own pace, knowing that I've done the major workout for the day. I use this process to cool down. Finally, after working out, I have to stretch and cool my muscles, slow and intentional. A reminder that rest is just as important as effort. Even as I sweat, even as my muscles burn, there is satisfaction in knowing that every drop of effort is an investment in myself. If you work out normally, you can testify that you don't see results in one day, but it's an accumulation over time. When I get home, the first thing I do is rehydrate. Then I dive into cooking a healthy meal or sometimes just a regular meal. Today, I'm making stir fry spaghetti loaded with vegetables. I don't really have protein, but this is what I have. Cooking isn't just about feeding the body, it's about nourishing my mind and my spirit too. I chop, stir, season, and with every motion, I'm reminded that self care is often found in smaller details. Cooking, especially on weekends, feels therapeutic for me. The process, I must admit, can be exhausting sometimes, but once I taste the final results, there is always a deep sense of accomplishment. I know I've foiled myself to tackle the rest of the day with focus and energy. After eating, I usually spend a few minutes going through my to-do list and prioritizing what to handle first. Even though I don't feel motivated, it's a crucial part of writing down my thoughts, planning my goals, and reflecting on my progress keeps me grounded. It's in these quiet moments that clarity emerges and motivation strengthens. I always remind myself that productivity isn't about rushing through tasks, it's about aligning efforts with purpose. On weekdays, I would typically start preparing for work, setting up my workspace, checking priorities, and reviewing what needs my attention. On weekends, planning ahead ensures that my energy doesn't go to waste. Productivity is a practice, and every small step compounds into something bigger, just like working out. So, that's a peek into a productive day in my life. Waking up early, moving my body, fueling it intentionally, and reflecting on my goals. It all reminds me that we have more control over our day than we often realize. If you take even a few intentional steps tomorrow, you'll be surprised at how much progress you can make. Every morning is a fresh start. Every choice is an opportunity to grow. And I would love to know, what does a productive day